was an old man who everyone considered to be the wisest man that ever lived. They would always go to him for counsel, and he indeed had the right words for every situation. He had only a son, Oduma, and 5 daughters who were all married and living happily with their husbands. People said the success of his daughters' marriages was because of the wise counsel they received from their father. Now, there was a particular statement people knew him to always make whenever people came to him to report a sad occurrence.
Well, if this did not happen, who knows what would have happened?
When a woman loses her husband, he will say,
if this didn't happen, who knows what would have happened?
When people complain about poor harvests, he would say,
well, if this didn't happen, who knows what would have happened?
For every sad situation, it was the same response.
If this didn't happen, who knows what would have happened?
Some people in the village did not like the statement at all.
It must be because he has everything going on well for him.
One said,
yes, I think so. He doesn't understand what it means to feel pain.
Another added. And then a third person said,
I think we need to teach him a big lesson. Let's see whether he will remain this indifferent.
Yes, they all felt he was indifferent towards their suffering. And so they planned to do something terrible to his only son. This will break him, and after this, he will understand the concept of pain. They thought. There was no way they would spare him. They took time to study the movement of the old man's only son, Oduma. He was a dedicated and hard-working farmer. They became familiar with his daily itinerary. They knew when he would leave home, the path he took to the farm, what time he left the farm each day, everything they needed to know. Some days later, they decided to execute their plans. They waited until he had gone to the farm. Then they secretly and hurriedly dug a big pit where they knew he was sure to pass. They left the pit open so that other people would not fall into it. Those who passed there wondered why the pit was there. It was very unusual. When they were certain it was time for the young man to leave his farm, they poured some thorns and other sharp items into the pit, placed a sack over it, and scattered some leaves on the sack to conceal the pit. The idea was for him to fall into the pit and be severely hurt, or for him to even die as a result of the injuries he will sustain. They were happy with their almost successful plan. They smiled mischievously as they hid in different strategic places, all 4 of them, waiting for their prey. Almost immediately after they had set their trap, Oduma appeared, walking towards the direction of the trap, his hoe on his shoulder and a bundle of firewood on his head. He was getting closer and closer.